So I did a video a while ago going over why in general you probably shouldn't go for a used car that has over 100,000 miles on the clock. Now of course this doesn't mean to say that all vehicles are no longer useful after 100,000 miles. It very much depends on the type of vehicle, the previous owner, and how those 100,000 miles were driven. Were they city miles or were they on the highway? But there are some relatively new cars, some cars that are still being sold these days that in general will do well to make it to 100,000 miles. Now again, this doesn't mean to say that if you own one of these vehicles, they will automatically break at 100,000 miles or less. You may well have one that has done even more than that. So here are 5 cars, guys, that you should really consider, really think about whether you actually want to purchase, because you will do very well to get them to 100k miles on the clock. Let's have a look. So we're going to go in alphabetical order of the manufacturers, and that starts us with the BMW 3 Series. In the US, this is currently selling for around $41,000 brand new, and it's a luxury compact car celebrated for its sporty driving dynamics, upscale interior, and advanced technological features. However, though, when it comes to the actual mechanics of the car, in terms of its overall reliability, getting it into 6 figures when it comes to the mileage is rather difficult. Here in the UK, and probably with the United States as well, German cars have a reputation for being very solid, very dependable, very reliable, but the stats don't really back that up. In general, Audis, Mercedes, and BMWs are not the most reliable over a long distance. In general, BMWs as well have quite expensive maintenance costs, so even if yours does make it to 100,000 miles, it will cost you a significant amount to actually get there in the overall day-to-day running of the car. But let's go American next for the next one, the Chrysler 200. This is a mid-size sedan that is currently selling for around $22,000 brand new in the US. It's got a sleek design and a comfortable interior, and it offers a blend of style and practicality. But just like the Beamer, unfortunately, its engine is not the most reliable, particularly over 100,000 miles. They do struggle without major repairs being done to them. But let's head to the UK next for the Land Rover Discovery. This is currently selling for around $55,000 brand new in the United States. Now, a bit like the Jeep in terms of its reliability, Discos can be very good. You can get some that can do incredible amounts of miles, but overall, when it comes to the Land Rover and Range Rover brand, the Disco is usually the least reliable of the lot. Transmission failures, air suspension failures, electrical faults, and other engine issues are pretty common in these when you get close to that 6 figures in terms of its overall mileage. These can be a great car. They really, really can be. But again, the maintenance costs of them can be quite high, and it's not exactly the cheapest either, 55k brand new. But on the cheap and cheerful side of things is the Fiat 500, and there's no surprise really because this is a tiny car. It's currently retailing in the US for around $16,500, which makes it an incredibly cheap option. But if you're a rather large person, I think you struggle to fit in them. Me personally, I'm 6 foot tall, and I really struggle to fit in those at times, particularly at the back. It is cramped. So maybe you're not quite getting as much bang for your buck when it comes to this, but you're also not getting as much when it comes to the reliability of it as well. Because it's so small and compact, the engine is prone to overheating, meaning you get quite regular engine problems and oil leaks as well in this one. It's a very handy car to have, but getting it to 100,000 miles is not the easiest. Again, Italian cars not exactly renowned for being the most reliable, and the Fiat 500 unfortunately does live up to that reputation, although it's far from the worst offender. And the last one for you guys here, the VW Tiguan. Tiguans are actually a decent car. There's nothing wrong with them overall, but the overall mileage of them will struggle to get past 100,000. It's not the most reliable SUV of its class. It does start at a relatively cheap $26,440 though, so it is on the cheaper side, but unfortunately you get what you pay for very much when it comes to the reliability of these. Transmission problems, engine problems, suspension problems, and anything in between are usually a big red flag when it comes to the Tiguan after a certain mileage. But there you go, guys. Those are 5 of the worst offenders when it comes to cars that you'll really struggle to get 100k miles or more out of. Have you owned any of these cars? Do you own any of these cars? What are your thoughts on them? Do they deserve to be on this list or do they not? Get your thoughts in the comments below. Like, share, comment, subscribe, guys. As always, if you want to see more of this, and have a great day wherever you are in the world today. See you very soon.